Okay, I chose the article Flipped PD Initiative Boost Teacher Tech Skills by Robin Flanagan for my assignment number 4. I chose this article because part of my job as an integration specialist is to encourage and help teachers use and integrate technology in their classroom instruction. I spend a lot of my day teaching students how to use technology and managing the library in my buildings. So I thought Flipped PD might be a really good way to kind of get things rolling without having to spend a lot of extra time and asking teachers for extra time inside and outside of school. So this is a case study of a district in Bloomington, Minnesota that decided to do some flipped technology professional development. So here's how it worked. They employed technology coaches, and those coaches met face-to-face with the teachers each month. And they did get substitute teachers to come in to do it during the school day so that teachers didn't have to spend any extra time outside of the school day. The teachers then chose individual projects or pieces of technology that they'd like to learn to use based on their interests and what they'd like to achieve with their students, or maybe what they had seen someone else do. And then the coaches would provide additional guidance based on the teacher request. And it did say in the article that they had different ways to do this. They had videos that they would post on basic technology skills, like a library of videos that teachers could go to. But then if a teacher wanted something specific, the coaches would then make videos for them to watch for that. And then they would help them by going into their classroom and meeting with them to provide continuous support. Some of the keys to success that this district found was that they had to have ongoing support and coaching. They looked at a study from the 1980s that said only 10% of teachers use something that they're taught in professional development traditionally. So they decided we have to have this ongoing support and coaching if we want our teachers to be using these new technologies with their students. And they did provide substitutes so that face-to-face coaching time and collaboration could happen. And the other thing they found most important was that teachers chose what technology they wanted to learn about. It wasn't well, here's a tool, here's how it works, everybody needs to go back and try it. It was everybody needs to pick what they want to do, what fits with what they're teaching in their classrooms, and run with it. They also found that collaboration amongst teachers started happening automatically. One teacher would see somebody else do something and would want to try it, so they would ask the coaches to help them implement it. They found it to be very successful. They did learn some lessons throughout this process. They found that it was important to include principals, that principals needed to be part of this professional development as well. They found they needed to strengthen use of online resources like OER resources. They really wanted to allow time for teachers to self-reflect on what they've done and what they wanted to do in the future. And they really realized that the potential for continuous growth was huge. And they stated that had they realized earlier how impactful flipped learning would be for professional development, it would have been implemented in all of their schools across the district much more rapidly. So then at the end of the year, the district had the teachers complete a survey. This survey showed pretty overwhelmingly that teachers preferred this flipped professional development model as opposed to traditional professional development models. So all that being said, I really think that this is something that I want to try. I may not have the hours to sit down or the support of substitute teachers to be able to meet with teachers face-to-face, but starting small, providing some videos for them to watch on their own time of basic technology resources that are impactful to students, and then opening myself up to answer questions, to provide support in any way that I can, is definitely a way to start.